De'Aaron Fox is officially a San Antonio Spur. He is going to be teammates with Wemby on the court. So let's talk about it. So the full trade is the Spurs get De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, 3 first-round picks, and 3 second-round picks. And the Bulls get Zach LaVine, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, their own 2025 pick from Sacramento. Or San Antonio, my bad. Not Sacramento. So obviously the Bulls trade Zach LaVine to Sacramento for Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter, and their pick back from San Antonio. I can't predict what the Bulls are trying to do right now. They gave away DeMar. They gave away Zach LaVine. So they're obviously going young with Josh Giddey. They have Kobe White over there. They have Pat Williams. I heard he's on the trade market, though. It's really confusing over there because they do have Vucevic, too. But I'm pretty sure if Vucevic is going to get moved, he's playing one of his best seasons in Chicago right now. And they don't basically trade for anything of value. I'm not saying Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter have no value. It's just I think they trade Zach LaVine for picks, or at least a very young prospect that's promised for Zach LaVine. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. But it does seem like the Bulls got fleeced. I'd presume the Bulls to at least get a guy like Keldon Johnson, right, in this trade. And let's talk about the Spurs next, because that leads us on. Spurs don't give away Devin Vassell. You don't have to give away Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, or Stefan Castle. And that's crazy to me that they kept those four young guys on the team and still got De'Aaron Fox. And I guess the Bulls kind of helped out, but I don't know how many picks the Spurs sent out to the Kings. But for the Spurs to get De'Aaron Fox and still have Vassell, Sohan, and Stefan Castle and Keldon Johnson, it's kind of insane to me. I thought at least one of them would be moved, but they kept all 4 pieces, and that's insane, man. If I'm the Bulls, I'm saying I at least want one of the 4 guys. One of the 4 guys I just named, man, because they're young, promising guys. The Spurs did say that Stefan Castle was untouchable in trade talks, and I can see why, man. He's the best, one of the best of this draft class. But that's insane. And the Kings get Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, and 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. Zach LaVine in Sacramento. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know. Zach LaVine on the Kings doesn't move me. Because what can Zach LaVine do for the Kings that De'Aaron can't? You know, De'Aaron is the heart of the team. He's the leader. He's a scorer. He's a passer. He can do. He's the primary point guard essentially. So their new lineup would be Malik Monk, LaVine, DeMar, Sabonis, and Keon Ellis. I don't know if they got worse or better. I guess they're trying to plan for the future, getting 3 first-round picks and Charlotte's first pick this year. But I don't know if they're in a win-now situation because they do have Sabonis. They have DeMar. Not oldish guys. I mean, DeMar is getting there. But I'm just confused about what the Kings are trying to do. So the Spurs obviously get De'Aaron Fox and they get Jordan McLaughlin. I think they fleeced this trade. They won this trade by a mile, man. Now, Wemby finally gets his point guard of the future in De'Aaron Fox. That's going to be a crazy fast break. Wemby and De'Aaron on the fast break. That's going to be insane to see. De'Aaron Fox, obviously, I think he does fit the age frame or the time frame that the Spurs are trying to do right now. The Spurs have Wemby, so they're obviously trying to compete. It's going to be fun to see Wemby and De'Aaron share the court together. As we know, De'Aaron Fox is an explosive player, one of the fastest players in the league. He can score, he can pass, he can play defense, and that's what you need in a point guard. I don't think Chris Paul is going to be in the league anytime like in the next 2 years or a year. So picking up De'Aaron Fox is a huge win for them. And also keeping, like I said, keeping Castle, Vassell, Johnson, and Sohan. It's just insane, man. I don't know how they got away with it, but they did get De'Aaron Fox. I expect them to trade Keldon Johnson instead. He's always been rumored to be on the move for a couple years now, but he's just been chilling. Vassell's been injured at the beginning of the season. I think at the beginning of this season he's been injured, but I forgot they have Harrison Barnes too, and Harrison Barnes is a really good damn role player on that team too, man. He can hit shots. They also got Julian Champagny, which can hit the three really well. So I'm excited to see what this Spurs team does, man. They have so many young guys. I feel like they can sneak up into the play-on and maybe make the 8th seed in the playoffs and, you know, compete right now since Wemby's already a top 10 player at the age of like 23, 22. I don't know how old Wemby is, but he's still a youngin in the NBA. So also I'm excited to see what they plan to do with this team going forward, if they're going to make any moves before the deadline or at the deadline to make this team a lot stronger, because I know they do have pieces, man. They do have pieces. And there's so many guys in the league right now that want to get out. Like Jimmy Butler's up. I don't think they're gonna get Jimmy Butler, but there's so many teams right now that there's been so many rumors around the league too. Of course, Jimmy Butler's probably gonna get moved. I don't know. KD, Suns are taking trade talks for KD. The Warriors are trying to trade for another all-star type player. The league's kind of like in disarray right now. No more lower players don't exist in the league, which is kind of sad. But right now, I wouldn't downplay any news right now. Anything could happen, man. Freaking Luka got traded to the Lakers, so I wouldn't sleep on any news. See you guys.